Hello, and welcome to Steal My AI Assistant, where I'm going to teach you how to create your own custom AI assistant within minutes. I'm letting you steal my social media AI assistant so I can show you how easy it is to create a GPT inside ChatGPT. When most people open up ChatGPT, they feed it a prompt, think like a sales manager, and write sales copy for my offer. And then they're disappointed because the response they get from ChatGPT probably sounds robotic. It sounds generic. It's definitely not going to sound anything like their brand. And that's why I like using GPTs instead. First of all, they're super, super easy to make. You can do it within less than 10 minutes. A GPT is basically like a mini AI assistant that you can train to think and function exactly the way you want it to. And you do that by giving it very specific instructions, which I'm going to show you how to do in just a minute. The other thing that's really cool about the GPTs is that you can also further customize them by uploading documents into their interface. So if you have a brand book, if you have a business plan, if you have sales page copy, you can upload all of that into their instructions. Let's go ahead and jump in. You're going to love this. You're going to be amazed by how easy it is, and you're going to wonder why you've been using the default ChatGPT all this time. The first thing that I should point out is that you will need the ChatGPT Plus or Pro version. If you're using the free version, you won't have access to any GPTs that are currently available in ChatGPT, and you won't be able to create your own. I highly recommend upgrading if you haven't already to the Plus version. It's $20 a month. It functions way better than the free version, and you get so many features that aren't available in the free version. So to get started, you're going to scroll over here on the left side and you want to look for where it says Explore GPTs, and you're going to click on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you today how to make your very own. The way that we're going to do that is you just simply click Create, and it's going to open this GPT interface. And it's very simple. You're going to name your GPT. You are going to give it a short description. It allows for 300 characters. And then here in the instructions, this is where we're going to copy and paste the instructions that I have already created for my social media AI assistant that I call Siren. She's awesome. We're going to paste the instructions in there just so you can get a sense of how creative and detailed you can get with the instructions, because that's truly where the magic happens with these custom AI tools. And then there's also space down here for you to put conversation starters. And then in this knowledge section, this is where you're going to upload those files that I talked about, like your business plan, your brand book. If you were creating your own social media assistant, you would upload a copy of a sales page just to give it an idea of your tone. Let's go ahead and start. You're going to go to the prompt instructions that I've given you. And as you'll see, they're pretty lengthy. That's because the more detailed you are, the better she's going to function. When you're making your GPTs, you want to think about very clearly defining what their role is. Her instructions are very long. And I will tell you right now, I did not write all of these instructions myself. I asked ChatGPT to help me. After going back and forth around through many iterations of Siren, this is where we finally landed. So I'm going to go ahead and select all, copy, and then we're going to go back over to our GPT interface. We're going to paste in the instructions. And I don't know if I said this already, but you have 8,000 characters to work with here. Okay, so now let's plug in Siren's description. And this description is just what shows up on her screen when you go to start a new chat with her. Just kind of reminds you who she is, what she does, and we're going to go ahead and plug in our conversation starters. These also appear at the top when you start a new chat. I like to stick with 4, and honestly, once you get comfortable using your custom GPTs, you're going to find that you don't really use the conversation starters so much. And this is more for if you were creating GPTs that you wanted to sell or share with others, or if you're working on a team and you want other people on your team to use your custom GPTs, then these conversation starters are great. That way you don't really have to think about a specific prompt to give it. And as you can see, the way that it's designed, its instructions are so specific. It takes very light prompting to get it to start a conversation, and it already knows exactly where to guide the conversation. So what's really cool, I didn't mention this, but the way that I've built my GPTs is to have it ask the user questions. So instead of you always having to know what to say, what prompt to give it, it's actually going to prompt you to find out what it is that you need help with. So if you're using Siren, you don't want her to just jump in and start providing content. You want her to slow down. You want her to understand what it is that you need content for. Do you need content for Instagram? If it's for Instagram, are you trying to create a carousel, a reel, a story? Maybe you're not doing Instagram. Maybe you're doing an email sequence. So she needs to find out first what your needs are, who your audience is, what's the purpose of the content, what are you hoping to achieve? Is there a call to action? All those really important details that the default chat GPT isn't going to ask you. That's really that's the secret sauce with these GPTs. I just think they're so cool. It's been a game changer. The quality of the content that I've gotten using Siren has just been 100 times better. It knows my brand, it knows my audience, it knows my personality, it knows my tone, because I've fed all of that into the GPT through the knowledge section. So it has my business plan, it has my brand book, it has samples of my sales copy. And so all of that is really important information. That's how you train ChatGPT. When you see all these courses on how to train ChatGPT, this is how you do it. Now, these are my instructions. You're going to want to spend some time interacting with Siren. The more that you interact with her, the better she's going to get to know you. Okay, another cool thing that I really like to do is you do have the option here to upload a photo. I'm going to show you very quickly how I do that. I just do that in Canva, and I do that with the logo design. If you haven't done this before, I'll just walk through this very quickly. I grab a circle frame and I just stretch that out to fit the page. I use Envato to get stock photos. We'll call this the Siren Twin, download it. And then when that's ready, I'm going to upload it into her interface. There she is. Ta-da. And then when you're done, you're just going to click Create, Save. And now let's see her live. So my GPTs, so here's my list of GPTs. It's just probably going to take it a minute. And let's see how she works. Okay, hi Siren. Can you help me create content for my offer? Hey, you've got me now. Let's make your offer magnetic and meaningful. First, a few quick questions so I can shape content that actually moves the needle. So this is what I was talking about. When you're creating a GPT, you want it to ask you questions so that you can ensure that it's getting all the details that it needs to perform whatever task it is that you're asking it to do. So here it's asking me, what platform or format am I creating it for? What's the primary goal? I think that's pretty cool, because if I had plugged that into a default chat GPT, I don't think it would have asked me all of these specific questions. So I hope that you are as excited about this as I am. This has truly been a game changer. I have created an entire team of AI assistants that help me with business strategy. I have a tech GPT that is one of my favorites because it helps me set up all the systems I need for a seamless sales funnel. I also have an AI that helps me create these kinds of things. That tool is my AI Maestro, and I'm actually going to link it down below if you'd like to grab him. If you want to create more of these GPTs, I highly recommend using my AI Maestro GPT. He's only $17. And he is absolutely brilliant. He creates the best chef's kiss prompts that you can feed into AI. He also reviews results. So if you ever get a result back from ChatGPT or any other AI platform that you're using, like Claude, and you're disappointed in the response, you can give it to AI Maestro and he can analyze it, tell you what's wrong with it, and then give you a prompt to give back to the AI. And then you can use it to create the system instructions for different GPTs if you want to create your own GPT. I have the AI Maestro available. And then if you are an entrepreneur and you're just getting started, or you're starting to pivot in your business and you don't have the business plan or the brand book like I talked about, which are really critical pieces of information to get the most out of the social siren, I have another GPT. She's called the Business Visionaire. and she'll walk you through the process of asking about your business mission, your audience. She helps you really get laser focused and get very specific so that you understand your customer archetype, you know their pain points, you know what problems they're trying to solve so that you can start thinking about what solutions to offer. Once you're done going through that process with her, you'll have a business plan that you can feed into the social siren to make her aligned to your business. And then that way you're really getting content that sounds like you and like your brand. I'm going to link her down below as well. And if you would like to steal my entire AI dream team, I have 6 custom GPTs and 3 AI tools. I'm going to link that down below as well. And with that, you're going to have a complete team to help you run and grow your business with ease and confidence and make it feel like fun again. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video.